Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around. You know what time it is. You know who I am. I'm Jay, aka the Modern Texan, my friend. I'm your path back to the middle, and today is a great day. Y'all, just to let y'all know, I am 2 days out of surgery. I had my gallbladder removed, and I am feeling sore, very sore. Today's going to be a pretty chill day. We're going to watch a little bit of film. I'll have it going here. But just like always, I want to make sure I let y'all know. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe on these videos. If you guys like what I'm putting out, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and comment. Go ahead and let me know what you like in the videos. If you guys have something you want me to pray for, go ahead and put that in the comments. Put that in the chat, and I'll go ahead and I'll pray for you for that. Or if you guys want to just DM me on Twitter, you guys can as well. If you have questions or concerns for me, let me know. If you guys are struggling to hear me, let me know. Like I said, I just had surgery, so my throat is a little messed up. So yeah. So today we're going to talk a little bit about quite a bit of things. There's a lot of stuff that's happened in the world. Texans sent out a survey. Ooh, Petrie. Ooh, look at that. Let's look at that one more time. Petrie with the hit on Derrick Henry. Man just said, sit down. Good grief. Good stuff for Petrie there. A lot of stuff going on in Texans world. Like I said, we got a survey coming out regarding possible Texans uniforms changing, questioning fans about what the product is that we're seeing on the field, so on and so forth. We had a death in the football world, the footy world, soccer world, association football, whatever you want to call it. The Hoga Bonito, we lost a big one today, a real one. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. Talk a little bit about what's going on for the holidays, kind of get y'all's feedback, get y'all's questions on what happened during the holidays for y'all. And what's going to be happening for New Year's going forward, especially after the season. Talk a little about the Texans draft and what's possibly coming. Hopefully we get that number one pick. What's going to be looking like for the coaching staff going forward, and what we can expect as fans going forward. With that being said, let me jump into the quick side note, which today I think is going to be about a really, really big influential person in my soccer career is Pele. For those who don't know who Pele is, Pele was quite possibly is, and honestly, I'm just going to say it, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. He is one of the big reasons why I played for 12 years and why I still watch the game today. He led Brazil to some World Cups. He's probably the best player at his time. Don't let Diego Maradona tell you anything different, because he had the hand of God. The man cheated. That's to where Pele was just legit. Played for Brazil. He passed away today, at the age of 82, I believe. And that's a big loss. It's a big loss in the soccer world. That's for those who watch basketball, that's like losing Bill Russell, which I think he did pass away recently, actually, or Wilt Chamberlain or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In the football world, there's several people that would be like losing. That was a terrible throw. So on. It's a great Wayne Gretzky in hockey, Tony Hawk in skateboarding, so on and so forth. Terrible loss. He's part of the reason why I played for so long, and I tried to model my game off of Pele. I'll let y'all know something. For those of y'all who watch soccer, Brazilians are really, really hard to model their game off of, mainly because they have unreal ball control, mainly because they play soccer on the beach like crazy. But I couldn't model my game after him like I wanted to. Um, yeah. But yeah, Pele was, losing Pele was big in the world. Um, if you guys haven't, go watch some of his highlights back on YouTube if you can. Just find some Pele highlights and kind of just see what he did and what he brought to the game. Let's jump into some other news. What's up, Eden? Good to see you as always, my guy. I will be a little slower today because, like I said, I'm in a bit of pain. I just had surgery. So that was 2 days ago. I am still kind of feeling it. But we're still going to watch some film here. We're going to look at what's going on. Ooh, Jalen Petrie with the shoestring tackle on Derrick Henry there. Let's talk a little bit also about what we're seeing in the Texans world. For those who know, today a survey went out regarding the Texans and their uniforms, and the possibility of changing their uniforms. That's huge to me because I've always wanted to see a new Texans uniform. In particular, there was one I think that came out back in like 2017. That could have been a horse collar with how that tackle went. It was a Texas flag one, really cool looking flag. I would like to see that be our new stuff. Yeah, we are definitely going to be going over this film today. With that was a W. One thing I am going to talk about in this film is the defense. Yes, this is Malik Willis, and Malik Willis is not the best quarterback, right? He's not very good, at least at this point in his career. But the defense was stout in this game, definitely. I haven't really gone through and watched all the film. I remember watching the game, but yeah, definitely defense was stout in this game. The offense was much better, and then they weren't stout for this play because Derrick Henry said bye-bye like this was Madden. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Also, thanks, Eden, for the prayers, man. Yeah, definitely felt that peace when I was in the room, y'all. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. Jerseys wise, I definitely want to see some change. I think the Texans need that change. For 20 years, there's been mediocrity, right? We see it all over Reddit. We see it all over Twitter. We see it all over everywhere. Dedicated to mediocrity. The Texans are not the best team. They're not looking for W's. They're not looking for chips. They're looking to be mediocre. They're looking to not be terrible. And what that's led us with is where you're seeing us today, a bad team. I do think the Texans are better than their record, much better than their record. Not much. I think they're 2 to 3 wins better than their record is currently. I think we with bad quarterback play, we just fizzled away some games. We just let them go because we couldn't throw the ball. We couldn't establish an offensive rhythm or pattern. We just couldn't go anywhere. It seems to be working now. And maybe a new quarterback, injection of more youth, new head coach, new jerseys, new everything will kind of change the path of where we are right now and move us into a different direction, kind of bolster us anew. Especially with the new stars that we're having, Damian Pierce, John Mechie's showing up, right? He's going to be coming back after cancer, so he's going to be debuting. Shout out to John Mechie for getting past and over cancer. We're going to have, hopefully a new quarterback in Bryce Young, right, or AR-15, or whoever the Texans decide to pick, Will Levis, whoever it is, it doesn't matter. There will probably be a new quarterback, a new coach, new offensive coordinator. All that will be brand new. And I think that feeling of we're not going to be bad this year, that's going to be gone. And that's what we're looking for, that hope to spring eternal. After that, there was another little thing that came out today from the Texans. Not just the jersey updates, but the H Town hoodie in Oilers colors, the light blue and the red. I know there are some people who are kind of iffy on that. In the chat, let me know how you feel about that. For me, I loved those Oilers colors, and I kind of wish the Texans had stayed with them. Yeah, the baby blue, the powder blue, whatever you want to call it, it's gone now, and it's with the Titans. But not really. Let's look at what the Titans are wearing right here. Look at this. They're wearing this dark blue. Yeah, they've got that powder blue on there, but they don't have that. They aren't wearing the Oilers colors like we saw in Houston, all those moons ago. So it's not like it's not like people we couldn't have those colors. We could. We absolutely could. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for a nicer Texans uniform. Let me look back at this play real quick because I kind of want to see something here. So we've got 4 on the line. Looks like a cover 2 man going on here. Jeff Driscoll hands this ball off to Royce Freeman. This is max protect coverage. I'm unsure why he actually hands this ball off. This guy is crashing down. He's coming down here. This probably could have been held up a little bit longer. But yeah, I don't maybe Driscoll, maybe if y'all see something else, I'm thinking he could have held this ball a little bit further, just a little bit longer here, and possibly sucked in that linebacker some, which would have allowed a nice wide open lane for Jeff Driscoll to run. Because look, if he holds this here, this guy crashes down. He's got the entire outside of the field out here. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy, right? As for them Oilers colors, yeah. I'm a big fan of the Oilers, not the Titans, but the Oilers. Love your blue. I would definitely love to see them bring those colors back, or like I said, those jerseys that were mocked up. I want to say back in like 2017 or 2018. Yeah, it would have been nice to have seen those jerseys, those Texas branded jerseys. I would definitely be all for those as well. And I want those red helmets. Those red helmets with that Texas flag color would be amazing to me. Yeah, Driscoll did miss quite a few open reads there, and that's just unfortunate. This is probably Mills' best game throwing the football. Accuracy-wise, that was actually a really great pass right there. Let's look at that one more time. Look at this. Kevin Byard, burnt toast. If he's even, he's leaving, y'all. He is gone. Mills sees it. He throws it, puts it on the money, in stride, hits Akins. Akins kind of does have to slow up for it, but not too much. But he does hit him in stride here. He's able to keep going. This is a great play, great drive right here. If we had better players, this probably would have been 6. But it is what it is. Going forward, let's talk a little bit about the holidays. How were y'all's holidays? Talk to me. Give me some feedback. How were y'all's holidays? What did y'all get for Christmas? What did y'all do for Christmas? What are you guys gonna do for the New Year's? Put that in the chat for me. And while we're doing that, let's look at the film. Just gotta take a look and see what's going on here. I might not go through the whole game. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling funky here, so this will probably end. We'll probably skip around a bit, find some film that we want to see, and go from there. That should have been picked. That should have been a pick. Zach Cunningham continues to Zach Cunningham here. This should have been a pick. Moore was open coming across here, but Mills was running out of time. There's no one really open. Actually, Mills could have thrown this fade ball over here. However, I think who is this over here? I can't tell who that is. That might be Cooks. I think Cooks is getting held a bit over there. Yeah, he's definitely being held in the end zone. He could have thrown that fade ball, but I think the Titans D was bearing down a bit too much on him here. Yeah, he's already stepping up in the pocket, so this is gone. You can just cut this entire half of the field out. He's probably seeing more flash across here and seeing that Zach Cunningham do Zach Cunningham things, which is falling down right here. Um, Mills is thinking he can get this ball out to him, and Cunningham recovers nicely. However, he can't pick the football because Zach Cunningham has hands like feet, and that was that. So, yeah, nice little breakdown of that play, I guess. Also, nice play here by whatever number that guy is. Can't quite tell, but he 48. Yeah, 48 gets a nice little hand on Mills there to kind of affect his throwing. So, interesting little play there. With that, like I said, for those of y'all who are just joining, let me know what y'all's plans were for the holidays and how everything was. This is the most Texans Mills touchdown I've ever seen in my life. We scored a touchdown here because Mills fumbled it into the end zone. It was a good play, good looking opportunity, but good grief, Rex Burkhead had to score a touchdown. And for those of you who had Rex Burkhead on your fantasy team, cheers to you, because I did not. Great play, though, by Burkhead to reestablish himself in bounds and get to the ball to tie the game. So, yeah, let's take a look here. All right. So, moving forward here, a couple of things I also wanted to talk about in this game. Really, for the last like 5 or 6 games, Jalen Petrie. Can we get some fives up right here? Jalen Petrie has been playing like a man possessed these last couple of weeks. He is hitting hard. He's gotten his 4th interception. I think there's a stat out there that he's already got 120 tackles on the season or more, or something like that. The man is dominating. He's playing extremely well. I can easily see him becoming one of the best safeties in the league going forward. I mean, the way he's playing, he's already playing at that high level. He just got to put it together next season, and I think that's it. I think we're looking at that. He got burned a bit there, though, and that could have been a horse collar tackle had he kept hanging on and pulled him down. Should not have done that. Rookie mistake. Yeah, Petrie got burned a bit there. Also, so did King. I also have a little bit of an issue. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but it seems like King and Petrie are not on the same page at all. At all. Like, they are just not on the same page. King will try and pass off to Petrie and or Petrie will try and pass off to King and they just aren't seeing it. Also, let's talk a little bit about Chris Harris. Chris Harris came into this game talking about how he wanted to show out against Derrick Henry, another Alabama, superstar, and man did kind of well. Look at this. Speak of the devil, comes in, gets a tackle straight up, right? Chris Harris has played very well since being enveloped into the fold. He got exposed a bit against Josh Jacobs, but that was his first game. Since then, he has been better and better every week. He's quickly become our best linebacker. He's gotten an interception already. He's played very well. And I know Jordan's he's gonna come after me for this. Agbo Okoronkwo has been a good signing. He is everything that we expected Jacob Martin to be, and more. He's a better pass rusher. He's kind of better against the run. He's just everything that we were expecting out of Jacob Martin. I know that's Jordan's, GOAT player there when he was on the Texans. But yeah, Agbo Okoronkwo, much better player. My GOAT player, though, as y'all know, is Tremont Smith. Let's talk about Tremont Smith. Tremont Smith has come in the secondary and played very well as on special teams. And that's another thing we wanted to talk about. The Texans special teams, if I remember correctly, was ranked 2nd in the NFL The second best unit in the NFL. That was pretty good news to see, obviously. To see that they're the second best ranked unit in the NFL. Kind of goes based off of what I was saying. We have a really good special teams unit, and it's obvious, which furthers my kind of talking points that I've kind of had the last couple of weeks. Frank Ross is our special teams coordinator. Should he be getting looks at other, coaching candidacies, whether that be offensive or defensive coordinator, or even looked at for head coaches? This has been done before, both Bill Belichick and I do agree, Eden, that Cam Johnston should definitely be a Pro Bowler. Definitely be a Pro Bowler. I think he was an alternate, him and Kaimi Fairbairn, but I think he should be a Pro Bowler. The man is a punt god. He's been punting extremely well. Just because he looks like Bill Burr does not mean that he shouldn't be a starter straight up off the bat. Man's legitimately good. But Frank Ross has had our special teams unit playing very well. I do think, just based off of history, there have been, again, 3 coaches who were special teams coordinators in the past who have become head coaches. 2 of those 3 have succeeded greatly, Bill Belichick and John Harbaugh. The other one is Joe Judge, who does not deserve to be in that conversation. But Frank Ross is a good coach. We've seen this unit. This is one of the best, if not the best, special teams unit I've ever seen on the Texans in the history of the team. I think he deserves some head coaching looks, at least offensive or defensive coordinator looks as well. He's the only coach I'd be comfortable keeping if we were to keep a coach from this team. He is fantastic as a special teams coordinator. I can't believe this wasn't a touchdown because of, I think, a holding penalty. Brandon Cooks had like 3 touchdowns this game. They got called back. This was unfair. What was the penalty? Yep, right there. Unfortunate. For those who didn't see it, the penalty is right here against Jordan Akins. Also, let's give a little shout out to Jimmy Morrissey. Jimmy Morrissey played very well this game. Stepped in for hurt Titus Howard and a hurt Kenyon Green, and they played very well this game. The offensive line held up pretty well against pretty big, pretty good players in Simmons over there, and who else do they have? Tart and various other players there on that vaunted Titans line. We held up pretty good against them. So good stuff on the offense this week. They held up. That's another blitz pickup right there. You can't say anything about that. Say anything bad about that. Jumping off the game real quick, I will be, even though I can't lift it physically right now due to restrictions from the surgery, I will be smoking a ribeye roast. 6 bones, 14 pounds. Will be on the pit this weekend on Sunday, actually, because I will not make it on Saturday because I said I was not going to put anything on the pit again until 2023. I forgot the year for a second there. So keep a lookout in the Texans Thoughts Discord channels, Food Thoughts, for those of you who don't know. Keep a lookout there, as there will be pictures of it there. And for those of you who have my number and have me on Twitter, I will be posting it there as well. So keep a lookout for that. What else did I want to talk about? So this is probably Mills' best game. I think it's time for him to be just backup man right now. Let him, whoever the rookie is, just come in and take over. Maybe bring in one more quarterback to be a competition and just let the rookie win it out, fight it out, dog it out, and that be that. I do think we need to draft a tight end. I think let's kind of talk about the draft and what we need going forward. I think the positions of need: tight end, right guard, center. We probably need. We obviously need defensive line. We need an RB2. Although I think we've kind of got our RBs set. I think we should probably stick with Dare and I kind of like how Royce has been running these last couple games. So Dare and Royce Freeman with Damian Pierce. That sounds like pretty good running back room. And maybe what's his name from Texas? Their backup, their second string running back. They come into Bruise. Let him kind of jump in. Good call out, Eden. LT wants top LT money. He wants to reset the market. I don't know how y'all feel about this. You guys know I'm not a quick instant reaction guy. That's not what I do. I like to meet y'all in the middle, kind of let things ruminate, simmer, and kind of just, talk things through as time goes on. But honestly, pay the man. Pay him. He has been phenomenal on the left side of the line. Like, he has been a brick wall. No one has done anything against him this year. No one. Pay him and pay Titus. That is your bookends right there. Keep Kenyon, let him do his stuff. Maybe try Morrissey on that right side. Let's see how he can do, or just draft a right guard and get a center. That line is almost set. It's good for run. Pass blocking is getting better. It's a better line than it's been in the past. So yeah, I definitely pay him the money. The false starts or whatever. I do agree that he needs, if he's going to be paid top left tackle money, he needs to do something about them false starts. Honestly, for what he's been doing, pay the man. Pay the man, pay the man, pay the man. He has played excellent. The false starts, I think the false starts happen because he's looking at the play clock, and the play clock is going down, and he's like, hey, we got to go, and we ain't gone yet. So I think that's part of the reason. I think that comes from having a 2-quarterback system, and that's kind of a issue here. If you have 2 quarterbacks who have none, that's kind of ringing true for the Houston Texans. But yeah, I definitely think we should pay him. I think we should pay Titus. That right tackle position is looking real good. Those tackle positions that we have are looking real good. I also think we should probably draft Andrew Voorhees. Maybe move Kenyon Green to the other side of the line. And now we have Voorhees and Green, and now we just need a center. And that's it. That's a money line, y'all. Good to see John Grenard back. Man made some good plays. Look at this. This is John Grenard knifing into the backfield and just saying hello. Look at this. Look how fast he beats the right tackle here. Bye. Good grief. Just a quick duck move there. Great play. Derrick Henry hitting the backfield. Shout out to John Grenard on that play. Good to see him back. I don't know if Jerry Hughes comes back. Hopefully he does. Hopefully we bring back. I think Hughes has got one more year on his contract. I would also like to see Ogbo come back. Ogbo has played extremely well. He's gotten a decent amount of sacks this year. Made a decent amount of plays. He's looked really good. I think we've got our secondary pretty much locked up. I do want to see us draft a safety. I don't think Jonathan Owens is it. Obviously back there, I think he needs to be handled. I think he needs to be a backup. Petrie needs to have someone else with him, whether that be a boot or whoever else is coming out of the safety market right now. Grab them. Put another safety back there with Petrie. That secondary will be obliterating people like never before. I want to see us draft Darnell Washington as well. I think Tegan Cotoriano is a tight end 2 right now, but I think he's our current tight end 1 because he's just better than all the other ones. Yes, I know Jordan Akins is listed probably as tight end 1, but in my opinion, Tegan is better. He's the better blocker. He's faster. He's younger. Yeah, just give it to Tegan. Tegan is the better of the two. Brevin shouldn't even be on this roster after this year. He has played terribly. Brevin, if you're listening to this, man, all respect to you. You know, you're a much better athlete than I am, especially right now in my life. But good grief, bro. You got to work on the mental aspect of the game, man. Got to work on the mental aspect of the game. Yeah, New Year's is coming. How was y'all's Christmas? What did y'all get? Let me know. Put that in the chat. What did y'all get for Christmas? What was the biggest thing y'all got? And what are y'all doing for New Year's? What foods are you making? You know, what are your New Year's resolutions? What do you guys plan on doing? Oh, beautiful. If only he could have hit the target. And, you know, that would have been a beautiful play because Cooks was gone, baby. Gone in 60 seconds. Look at that. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I do want to try and find a play real quick, though. Let me see. This is the one where they thought that it was a... Is this it right here? Is this where we get the good play here? No, it's not this play yet. I do want to get to that fumble play where we caused Derrick Henry to fumble, which was... I never expected. You never expect to see Derrick Henry fumble, and lo and behold, he does. I think it was Harris that gets the fumble on him as well. Let's see. Not this play. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Plan on getting drunk. Well, my guy, I can't. So good on you. You have your fun, but drink responsibly. You have your bit of fun, man. Have your bit of fun. And Happy New Year to you. Hopefully you remember everything that's going on. Oh, look at that. Harris slipped. Unfortunate. Having such a good game, and then he slips right there. Whee! Man was on a slip and slide on that field. Derek King being stupid, trying to hand the ball back. Like, here, you drop this. Yeah. That's unfortunate. The play is coming up, though. I know it is. I don't remember who it was who got the fumble, who stripped him. Was that Garrett? What? That was Owens. But yeah, let me try and find that play, actually. I don't know where that was going to. What I want y'all to see and what I want y'all to notice is the Texans D is locking up, right? They're not really giving a lot of space for the Titans to go, right? The secondary is on them. They're there. Look at that. They're on them. Like, there is no running lane. They're sticky to their men. That's what you want to see from the defense. That's what we've been looking for all year. Although look at this. Look at this. He ain't running nowhere. Heinisch making him look a little the GOAT. Let's talk a little bit about that as well. J.J. Watt retiring. And I think this will be my last point before I drop off for the night. Like I said, I'm starting to feel a little in pain, guys. I'm not feeling too great right now, so I'm probably going to drop real soon. But JJ Watt is retiring. Hopefully, the Texans bring him back on a 1 day contract, just to um, kind of, seal that whole career off here in Houston. Um, I also want to see him in the Ring of Honor, and hopefully that's something that we see at the beginning of next season, um, because he's earned it. He's deserved it. JJ Watt has been a consummate professional his entire time in Houston. I know there are people out there who try to say he freelanced and how he was a selfish player and how he wasn't good and how he was making things worse. Yeah, that ain't it, Chief. That's not it. That's not how he was. He was the consummate professional and the consummate teammate. That's what you want. That's what you want out of a good player like that. He's once in a generation, maybe even once in 100 generations player. That guy is insane. He's just ridiculously good. All the best wishes to him. I know he's starting his family. I'm wondering if the heart issue, that AFib issue that he had recently, is what's affecting this decision. If it is, take care of your health, King. You deserve it, man. That's JJ Watt has been too good of a player to have that hanging over him, and for us to want him to continue to play. So yeah, that's my little bit on that. Sorry we couldn't get to that fumble play, but I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to stop watching for now. We know we get the win, we get the victory because, well, we get this beautiful play from Jalen Petrie at the end of the game right here. Let me just go ahead and show it. Oh, not this, but that's face mask. We get this play right here where Petrie just says, mine. Although that was passing interference right there, most likely. But Jalen Petrie gets his 4th interception of the year. Game over. Texans get the dub. I expected the Titans to win this game, but they did not. Good stuff from Jalen Petrie. Good win for the Houston Texans. But yeah, with that being said, couple of things to kind of go back off of, like I had said before. If you guys have anything for me to pray for, go ahead and send that to me on Twitter. The link to our Twitters, to everybody who's streamed with me in the past. Jordan, Ryan, and Matt, all their stuff is in there as well. If you have anything you want me to pray for, send that to me on Twitter. Put that in the chat. Put it in the comments. However you want to get in contact with me, it's cool. If you like the content I'm putting out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. RIP, rest in power to Pele, the greatest of all time for soccer. And y'all know how it is. Today was another good day. We got to peer through the darkness, see just a little bit of light, and bring it all right back to the middle. Y'all know who I am. I'm Jay. I'm the Moderate Texan. I will be back next week, hopefully in much less pain and much less tired. Catch y'all on the flip side. We out, y'all.